Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. I want to talk about Nazir, y'all. Okay? I want to start off with him. The one whose birthday it was, and he said he didn't get there till the next day. Let's talk about him for a minute, y'all. Now, I'm guessing that Friday night, y'all, that they were, at the villa. And they were playing card games and all this other stuff. They had a good time. Possibly, y'all, right? Maybe had a good time that Friday night when they got there. They had the chefs there. They were playing card games, all kind of stuff, okay? Now, the next morning, okay, allegedly, that Saturday is the day everything went down. And they're also saying, like, the time frame that it happened is around 3-ish o'clock. That, 3 something or whatever, when everything went down. Okay? I want y'all to think about something. Think about Nazir. Okay? Before he got there, nothing. Everybody was kicking it, having a little fun. They were ignoring her a little bit, but they were still playing games. They was doing their little shots. They was hanging out, okay? They was enjoying the finer things in life, okay? They got chefs there cooking for them. It's smelling good, they eating good, sipping all that good stuff, okay? But the next day, y'all, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, and this is my personal opinion, but could have everything that went down as soon as Nazir made it there? Did he bring back some news from back home, y'all? Did he bring back some news? Just think about this. He comes in and tells the others something, and then they all come to her room. And Dejanay, we hear her saying, I'm tired of her stuff. So is it possibility that Nazir is the one that brought, the information to the villa, y'all? Is that a possibility? Everything went down, and then he said something that stood out. He said, you don't deserve this. Now, if you was not there, and you don't know what really happened, like he say he knows, how did he know if she deserved what they put on her, y'all? So is he telling on himself that he was actually there for him to say you don't deserve this? If she had a lot of sippy, and she was just, passed out from sippy, with those words, would he have used those words, y'all? Think about it. You don't deserve this. As if he saw what happened along with everybody else, that he watched it too. That's what I got when he said that. Y'all, I told you this case is really, really weird. But at the same time, it's like he the first person that came out that tried to put a video out and act like he had just got there. Was this the lie that they had practiced? For him to say that, oh, he just got there. And this is when, does the lie start with him, y'all? When he did this, little post and said that, he was not even there when it happened, but when he got there, he never left her side. He said that she was, in the dining room, y'all, area. I think he said like the front room, dining room area, when he got the game room or something area when he got there. Okay? So, was she prompted up on something? I mean, How could you not see that there was something seriously wrong with her? And you went along with what everybody was saying that she had a little too much sippy. And you clearly, and everybody else clearly, when they saw her, she had, bruises on her face and her head. So you mean to tell me nobody, he'd never seen nobody with a bruise on their face or their head and, unconscious and think that, oh, this is just from sipping too much? Y'all, did the lie start with Nazir? Y'all. Okay? Did he bring back any information from North Carolina saying that she possibly said something to someone and it got back home already or something like that? Y'all, think about it. All right? Everything actually went down as he came through the door. So did he bring the information? That started the whole thing, y'all. And they practiced what they was going to say. He was supposed to be the first one to come forth and put out his lie. And then everybody else was going to follow. But everybody been eating them alive on social media. All the bloggers is coming for them. Okay, y'all? And they are paying attention to everything that's being said and done. So ask yourself this question. Did he set it off up in there, y'all, when he made it there? Because, he said he made it there at 3:26. They say that this happened at 3 something. Why right at the edge of him getting there? That don't make no sense. Like, how would they know that he's about to come through the door? And you know what I'm saying, y'all? He claimed it took him like an hour to get there. Is he lying, y'all? See, this whole thing seems, a little, sketchy to me. A lot of things seem sketchy to me. And I know that people be like, oh, she nitpicking or whatever. But even the father too, y'all. These little dynamic duo right here. I just feel like it's some acting going on, y'all. Okay? I get that vibe sometimes, okay? And that things are not what they seem. He's on this guy's page. This guy's the only one he's doing an interview with. Well, maybe he ain't the only one that he's doing an interview. I don't know. But him and this guy, it's something about this interview right here that pushing some buttons and it raises some red flags about a lot of stuff that just didn't happen. One of the things that stood out to me that the father acted as if him and his daughter was really close. Okay? And this is where they lost me at this interview right here because, I started thinking a whole nother way than what he was saying. The father, him not knowing where she was, to me was a red flag. He said in this interview that the mother called him and said that Shanquella was gone. She called him and told him that Saturday that she's gone. And he said, gone where? Okay? Where she at? And I'm like, why don't he know that his baby girl, his only child, weigh 125 pounds? Why don't he know that she was in Mexico? She didn't call him and say, Dad, I'm about to go on vacation. Something. It was like there was a disconnection with her and her father. This is what I'm getting from this too. Okay? Just like I told you, everything is not always as it seems. And you have to pay, and I know people are like, oh, this doesn't matter, but everything matters. Everything matters. We don't know how she got there. Did anybody say, it's a lot of things that you just don't know. Okay? Her sister, word on the street is her sister said she don't even know why she went with them. This is what I heard, y'all. I ain't seen that part. But this is what they're saying. That her sister said that. So apparently she was having some beef with these girls already. Was she trying to, buy people's friendship? Y'all? The father say she just was a sweet person and try to find the best in everybody. But you have to teach your kids, you know, how these streets are out here. Okay? You have to have some kind of communication with them to warn them about the wolves, y'all. Okay? It just seemed like the parents, y'all, and I know they be like, oh, why you keep blaming the parents? Y'all, it's a lot to do with that. He said he didn't raise her to be, no fighter. Okay? And a lot of people was coming in my comment section saying, not a lot, but very few is coming and saying that I grew up like that as well. But the majority of people are saying, yeah, that don't make no sense. Because everybody want their, kids not to be bullied. Okay, y'all? They don't want that. But they feel like if they do get bullied, that, they should defend themselves. Okay? The majority of parents, this is how they feel. And I was just like, it's just something weird about him. He said that his mama, her mother, not his mother, her mother, his daughter's mother said that she's in Mexico, Cabal, whatever, y'all. I'm just saying, okay? He said he was trying to find out who she was with. Okay? That to me, I don't know. I'm just feeling some type of way about this this part right here, y'all. This is why I say, was she primed to be, this little lamb, y'all? Because the daddy claimed that all her friends know him, and they know she brags about him to her friends. He says that everybody know that they're, really, really close. Yet and still, he did not know she went out of town for vacation. He didn't know the friends she went out of town with, and she were friends with some of these people for 5 years and up, or something like that. Not 5 years and, under. And, he didn't even know her friends. And they had been around her for 5 years. But he claimed that, everybody know how we are. How are you? And he said something else, y'all. Okay, we have to look down this rabbit hole, too. Okay, we have to weigh out everything in this case. The daddy said that, he ain't no deadbeat. He said that in this interview, and I was like, why did he say that? Because did somebody call him a deadbeat? Or is that how he's feeling? Because he brought that up out the blue, saying he's not a deadbeat father. Are you? He said he bet, in this interview, he said he bet in the last minutes of her life that she called his name. This is what he said, y'all. It just seemed like some script to me. When you say stuff like this, and she ain't even called you before she left to go out of town. Lord have mercy. I'm just saying, y'all. She didn't even tell him that I'm about to go out of town. About to have a good time. I see you when I get back. Nothing. He did not even know she was going out of town. He did not know the people she was going out of town with. There was no relationship to me between him and his daughter. Okay, y'all? So when I tell y'all certain things, when I say money grab and stuff like that, y'all, you have to pay attention to everything. Okay? You have to pay attention to everything, y'all. So that's all I'm saying. Okay? He did get brownie points because he was the one that wired the money to have her sent back. Okay? I'm not saying he didn't care about her. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that it just seems like sacrificial lambish to me, y'all. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Okay? So, this whole thing is weird in itself. You know, for the father just to get on there and say the things that he said. He didn't even know the friends she was with. He was asking people who were they, pretty much. And they were saying that, she was with some friends from school, from Salem School, something like that, y'all. And the person that told him said, I don't know. She went to school with them. These people are saying that 5 years she was friends with Khalid. So how did her daddy not know him? You don't introduce your friends to your mother, your father? That just seemed odd to me, y'all. I wonder, was her relationship like that with her mother too? Or did her mother know more about, the people she hung around and that she was going out of town than the father? Because I'm curious as to her and the mother's conversation before she left as well. I am curious, y'all. Okay? Just for him not to know. That just was a red flag for me. And you're on, the interviews and acting like, you're acting like you're trying to push a tear out. It's like you're trying to get sympathy, and then they kept bringing up God in here and in the interview, and y'all, I don't know. It's just something about this whole thing is weird to me. It's weird. You cannot get on here and say you all are close, and then you turn around and what you show him that you wasn't close. She didn't even tell you where she was going. So that's odd to me, y'all. Another thing that's weird to me. We're going to get back to Nazir now. Another thing that's weird to me is the fact that she was always the life of the party. And she seemed like a go-getter. And she was somebody that, wasn't lazy and just laying in the bed all day. Y'all, she was probably the first one up, For her to still be asleep the next morning and everybody else is up and moving around and doing stuff, and she's still in there knocked out, and they comes to her room and drags her out of her bed, it tells you that they were all gathering, just like when she was going through the villa and she couldn't find them and they were gathering in the rooms. It tells you also that they got up that morning and they were gathering in the room again, plotting against her. This time she was still asleep. And it makes you wonder as to why she slept longer than everybody else. Okay, y'all? Was she given something? That's a serious possibility, y'all. Was she given something? And, they got the plans together and didn't have to be bothered with her for the rest of the night. She's gone, and they can go and enjoy themselves like they wanted to in the first place. Okay, y'all? The next day, did they enjoy themselves? Did she wake up? Did she go back to sleep? It's a lot of things you don't know. We see her in a hammock outside on the, by the pool, and she sleep. And did she wake back up later on and they had passed out, or they had got into some mingling and tingling and she walked in on it? And like I said, possibly taped something. Where everybody at when she wake up? Was she given something, y'all? For her to wake up so late and still knocked out. Then she gets up the next morning. And Khalid comes in. And right when he comes through the door, she is, people are putting paws on her. What did he come back and say to them that set this off? Okay, y'all? Just a lot of weirdness. A lot of weirdness going on with this case. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and just show y'all that it just seems like a lot of people are lying, including the parents. Okay? And we can't ignore that. So we have to look at everything. We have to look at people that was around her. We have to look at family. We have to look at friends. We have to, y'all, to get into why she, made it there. Nobody knew she was there. The father didn't know. So if you didn't know, y'all weren't close. Stop lying. Stop lying. People are getting caught in lies, y'all. I'm just saying, okay? The friends are getting caught in lies. So it's a lot of lying going on right now, y'all. Okay? and people trying to make you feel sorry for them. And I'm starting to feel like, I ain't trying to be cold-hearted, but, for the father to get up here and lie, it just make me feel like, what is you really doing this for? Okay, y'all? We know that everybody's throwing money their way, celebrities and all this stuff. And you're getting on here just milking it now because you just sit up here and say that you're close to her and you're not. Okay? So that's all I'm saying, y'all. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.